Welcome to the Trading Daddies podcast, hosted by yours truly, Nico Reyes. Please stimulate me and my awesome co-host, like always,
TJ in the mix.
In the mix, Mr. Bart Simpson himself. So on today's episode, guys, we talked about vaccine plays. We talked about a new strain of the COVID-19 S, right? More lockdowns in the UK. John has an awesome, interesting segment for us.
2021 stocks. What I am investing in.
There you go. We answered a YouTube question. Shout out to the person that asked that question, and we're definitely interested in hearing from you guys more. We are still running a contest for you guys. Please hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the post notification bell. Give us a preemptive thumbs up because it definitely helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Follow us on Instagram at Trading Daddies. But with that being said, we'll see you guys on the episode.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Trading Daddies podcast, episode 19, where we will not tell you to give us money so we can give you some advice. Co-host, as always, Nico Reyes, and as always, the man with the plan, my awesome co-host,
TJ in the mix.
In the house. Bro, how's it been, dude? It feels like I haven't spoken to you in a while. It's been a busy weekend, huh?
What are you talking about? We talk every day.
That's true. It feels like every time I don't talk to you for like a good 3 hours, there's like, is he alive?
No, I've been busy. We have family over for the entire week. So nice. It's like a show in this house. Hella kids, hella dogs, hella people.
Nice. I mean, you have a farm in the backyard. Like, you have space.
Oh, yeah. All the kids can run around in the back, so
you have a park.
I'm fine with that. I get my quiet time in the office. So
does your backyard have its own park ranger?
No, not yet.
Is your neighbor still shoveling your snow for you?
Yes.
God damn.
You know what? This neighborhood is like the most friendliest neighborhood in America because every single day someone else is doing my front yard.
Really? Is it the same neighbor or is it a different?
No, it's different neighbors like shoveling my front yard, and I'm like, I've never even met this one guy, but he was doing my yard. I was like, oh, that's cool.
You better watch out. Not in a creepy way, but you better watch out because sometimes reciprocation is key in neighborhoods like that. So if you're not out there shoveling their snow, they're gonna stop shoveling yours.
Oh, that's true. So
right.
I might go to Costco. Oh, we're going to talk about Costco too. Get some cookies for the entire neighborhood. Dude, how's my lighting? Do I look like I got jaundice?
You do look like you have jaundice.
I need to fix this though for the viewers on YouTube.
Just you're looking like Matt Groening drew you. You look like it looks like an episode of Trading Daddies was finally predicted by The Simpsons.
The Simpsons? Oh, I would love that. I want to see where this segment will end up.
Because every time The Simpsons predicts something, bro, it happens.
It
happens, right? I want them to say the Trading Daddies finally got billions from Mackenzie Bezos. I just come on, the writers of The Simpsons, just do this a solid one time. We just need some PPP money would be nice.
I mean, 50 grand would be nice, or 100.
Not hurt. It would come on, at this point, I'm just looking for stimulation. Please, U.S. government, stimulate me ASAP.
We have, the vote's coming right up. I think at 1 p.m. in a few hours.
1 p.m. Eastern or 1 p.m. our time? I think it's Eastern.
It might be Eastern.
Yeah, I think it's Eastern. Do you really think politicians are going to go past 1 p.m.? They're probably asleep by 2.
Yeah, that's true. So, hey, I mean, we might see some good news. We might not. Oh, man. If this gets delayed, forget about the stimulus until inauguration, because they're going to be shut down for sure.
Yeah. It's all going to hang in the balance. There's going to be different factors now. If they don't pass this round of stimulus, there's going to be multiple factors that need to happen in order for us to get something positive by the time that the new administration has steps in. Which, speaking of, what the hell is going on right now? What is going on? Why are we being hacked?
Oh, we're also going to talk about that today. Yeah.
Why are we being? I don't understand it. If this is a matter of national security and our safety as an American society, why are people letting this happen?
You know what? Donnie's telling us that China is probably in the mix too.
Oh God, no! All right, so be careful if you are holding any Chinese ADRs. Your Neos, your XPEVs, your Li Autos, your Baba, Dubu, Tencent, all the good stuff, right? Please be careful of those plays moving forward, because there was some note saying that he was trying to delist. Like, come on, bro. You have how many days left in office? Can you just please just leave us alone?
Do us a good one.
Do us a solid for once. Mm-hmm. Do us a solid for once. Do us a huge favor and say, you know what, guys? I'm just gonna enjoy the last how many days I have left and not create any more chaos. Because for the love of Christ, we need some type of normalcy. How was your trading week, dude?
Actually, it was all right. I would say it was a good trading week. I'm holding heavy positions in ticker symbol Fastly, FSLY, Palantir, which we're going to talk about today, PLTR, and Asan, ASAN. I mean, they all went up, so I mean, it was a good week, I guess. So
nice.
What about yours?
I fell slightly a little flat. I mean, I mentioned before that we were going to play FedEx, and that one royally screwed up.
That was a degen play of the week.
That was such a degenerate play. We were all so bullish about FedEx.
Here's what I don't understand, okay? So we're comparing apples to oranges, right? Mm-hmm. FedEx and Nike reported this week, okay? FedEx was Thursday. Nike was Friday after hours. FedEx had killer earnings, right?
Monstrous.
The daily chart was actually set up for another run. What happened, right? What happened? Market sentiment was bearish and sour on FedEx. They took a dip, right? Took a 3-4% dip. Okay, after hours. Nike, however, had killer earnings Friday after hours. Killer earnings, and then they jump by 3 to 4%.
My thing is different. I totally understand Nike because of e-commerce, right? People are still going to buy shoes.
Hear me out. There's more. So, I think 2021, no more earnings play.
No, don't do it to him. Don't do it to him like that. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It looks like I got jaundice, bro.
I'm telling you.
But I don't. I feel good.
So hang on a second. So for the listeners out there, and also
for our listeners, bro, just seriously, earnings is a 50-50 shot, okay? It doesn't matter who you are, what company you're getting into, or what you know. Seriously, market sentiment can either take you down or lift you up, all right? Doesn't matter, okay? Again, we're comparing apples to oranges, Nike to FedEx, completely two different companies, right? Mm-hmm. And yes, what you mentioned about e-commerce with Nike, yes, that's a positive sign with this pandemic, and I think it's going to continue. Mm-hmm. But look at it this way, though. FedEx, it's also a pandemic play. Plus, they're delivering the vaccines.
Mm-hmm. That's why I was so bullish.
I am too. But now for the next quarter, I am actually more bullish for FedEx.
Oh yeah.
And yes. Yeah. So
pretty much.
I just don't know what happened with earnings.
No. It's always been a 50-50. I think we got spoiled during the previous quarter where everything just moonshotted and we couldn't miss a thing, and we were just super happy.
We played FedEx last quarter. I remember
it was amazing, right? Yeah. But here, so what else would I do? I'm still holding on to Palantir. We're going to talk about that in a bit. I'm with you on Asana. I did buy a couple of calls on Walmart.
Yes, and we're going to talk about Walmart too again.
That part just looks beautiful to me.
Yep.
I mean, thank you for bringing that to my attention. I did, however, to gain some more capital, I did sell more covered calls onto Palantir. And what else am I in? I'm in Neo. My wife and I are still in Neo.
I like the chart. Yeah,
we have some calls in Neo. Hopefully, this delisting news doesn't really, it just goes away. Right? It's not
under the rug.
Yeah, sweep it under the rug. It's just him signing a piece of paper saying, "I want to delist. I want to delist." Right? But I hope that they don't delist, because a majority of people's portfolios, no matter what your sentiment on China is, a lot of people's portfolios have a lot of Chinese ADRs in there, and you need to definitely pay attention. This is your money. This is your money people are messing with.
Yep.
So this is your hard-earned money. This is the hard-earned money that you probably YOLO'd in order to make some gains. And you've seen people make gains on Neo, and this is your hard-earned money. You should be up in arms about this, because I am. It's annoying to me.
Speaking of EVs, Tesla will be included tomorrow.
Dude, we've seen crazy volume.
That was crazy. To watch Tesla Friday, it dipped to like 630. And then it shot up to 695. I'm like, whoa, like within like 10 minutes.
Yeah. It was like this 15-minute candle. That last 15-minute candle was a V-shaped recovery that shouldn't even happen.
Dude, that looked like March, and it happened in like 15 minutes.
It looked like March. Bro, so this is gonna be very interesting. Right, we've seen I think there was a 4 catalyst day on Friday for the S&P 500, because there was also rebalancing of the S&P 500 stocks. Companies went in, companies went out. Tesla's great volume. Now the Standard & Poor's need to buy more Tesla.
Yep.
So there's going to be a scenario where we could see a fat top here, right? But be careful. Be warned. This is my biggest warning for everybody. We've seen this before with Tesla. We've seen Tesla do this so many times. Tesla gives us this amazing run up to news, or an amazing catalyst that we're all looking forward to. We're all piling money in, right? We see it top at the news, at the event, right? I would not be surprised if we see at least 3 red days here, because a correction is coming.
Yeah, it's scary. I'm going to tell you a little disclaimer. I bought a 650 strike call for Tesla. This was, I think, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, whatever. Mm-hmm. And it expired the 18th, right?
Yeah, this past Friday.
This Friday. So check this out. So I took a $2,000 loss on that one, and because I sold it, I think Monday or Tuesday, I don't remember. And here we are Friday, Tesla hitting 680, 695, whatever, 695 after hours. That call right there, if it expired, would have been $4,000, $4 or $5,000. Yeah. That's painful. That was painful.
That's a week's work. That was, no, I'm sorry, not a 500 strike, a 600 strike. Yeah.
Dude, that was so painful for me.
That would, yeah, I did.
Whatever. But yeah,
we're still seeing crazy volume on Tesla though. So people are going to take profits. We've seen this numerous times. We've seen this with Battery Day. We've seen this with the split. People are going to take profits, and you will see Tesla dip down. And if it does dip down, this is a great buying opportunity for everybody, because we know how Tesla moves. And now it's in the S&P 500. It's a market mover. It will move the market to where we've never seen this before.
You know what? Now we can rebalance, create a different strategy for Tesla. Now it's in S&P 500. Now we can actually pair that with other companies that are in SPY. Okay, because definitely, Tesla's going to move the markets regardless, right?
Yeah,
move it up or down. So now we have 2 indicators. We can either follow SPY, or we can also follow Tesla.
Yeah,
as a market itself, because if it moves 5%, it can move by, I don't know, probably like 1% or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's huge. That's huge. So if you see SPY moving like 1%, start looking at stocks within the S&P 500. And then, you have better chances of hitting a green trade now that you have Tesla in the S&P. Because now you have two indicators.
Yeah, you definitely do have two indicators now. Now I could finally free up one more slot because I don't have to follow the cues anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, follow the cues on a smaller chart, but I don't have to have it on there anymore because now Tesla's in the SPY, and we're gonna see. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited for what the future holds. We're coming across. We're about to cross the finish line to 2021. We're finally gonna get rid of this year, but there's
a big but. Can I tell you?
Oh yeah, can you tell me? I mean,
in the UK, they found a second. Well, it seems like the strain of COVID has evolved.
Why?
You know what? Just like these news, they just keep coming. You know,
we're not getting any breaks. We're not catching any breaks. Did this mutate? Is this now COVID-20?
It looks like it. COVID-20, COVID-21, COVID-19S, Pro S, whatever you call it, right?
What's next? Double murder hornets?
Just imagine. Hey, they were still saying that the aliens are going to beam down Earth and destroy everything. Just imagine, multiple scenarios coming right up. Okay, so if there is a second strain or an evolved version of COVID-19, right, which is COVID-19.5, imagine what's going to happen with the current vaccines.
Yeah, and that's going to be very interesting, right? Because if this specific new strain of COVID is not curable or not preventable, not curable. The vaccine is not a cure. It's not preventable by this current vaccine.
Scrap everything.
Because now we're going to have to go back to the jar. No, obviously get the vaccine for this strain, right? Get the vaccine for this strain. And then make sure that you hold out for the next vaccine because we don't know how that. and I heard that they're shutting down airports again in the UK. I heard that Scotland is about to go into another lockdown. Yeah. Christmas is canceled over in the UK. Right? To all our UK listeners, please.
Godspeed.
We're here for you. If you guys are bored, please listen to us or watch our videos. We'll try to put a smile on your faces. I know it's kind of difficult, but I hurt for them, bro. Can you imagine thinking? I mean, they're getting the vaccine because of their NHS service is pretty good, right? They get free healthcare, and they get the vaccine for free. The vaccine rollout's almost there, and then imagine getting the vaccine and hearing that, oh shit, there's another strain. And how did this strain mutate?
Dude, I don't know, man. Let's talk about the vaccine first. Every time I turn on the TV, someone gets a shot, they're all droopy, and this one girl passed out on live TV.
Did she pass out because she didn't like the needle? You know that could happen. People are needle scared. I used to be needle scared. I used to be before even the needle, the needle's this far away from my arm, I'm already crying. I'm already screaming when the needle's so far. And then my mom would just hit me no, the needle's not even there yet. I'm it's right there. It's right there. And
I saw a post, I think it was on Instagram, might have been Facebook, whatever. Vice President Pence had the shot Friday, right?
Yeah.
And there was a screenshot, a photo of him with the shot. And a lot of folks were saying, he's not taking the shot. He's not taking the vaccine because the blue cap is still on.
Oh God. I think he needed to get permission from his mother in order to get the vaccine. Can you imagine having to call your mom Mom, I used to be the governor of Indiana, but and I'm the vice president, but I need permission to get the vaccine, Mom.
Bro.
But dude, this is also very funny because I'm seeing a lot of different takes on the vaccine, right? There's a lot of people who are skittish about a vaccine.
Yeah.
Because yes, there are a lot of unknowns. This vaccine was created in 8 months, and I understand that there is some apprehension, right? There is apprehension. But as we've known, these companies that created the vaccine, they're not like rinky-dink startups. It's not like John and I woke up the next day and said, you know what, we have a vaccine, and just put some liquids in a vial and said, here, inject this. It's not like that. There's
you know what we're going to call that company? Aerotime.
Aerotime Incorporated. Commercial and military applications. No, but like as a kid when I was younger, I hated to get I didn't want to get the vaccine because it hurt, right? But as an adult, like I have kids now, and to me, that security of getting my kids vaccinated, to me, that's like that makes me feel good. You know what I mean? Like to know that like when I was when I was living in the Philippines, bro, I had chicken pox. Had chicken pox. Chicken pox is no joke. That's rough because you get all these like little pops and it's itchy. You know what I mean? It's just you look like a crackhead trying to scratch yourself. But dude, I was so happy when like they told me like, oh, we're giving your kids vaccine for chicken pox. Like chicken pox? You telling me that my kid's not gonna get chicken pox? Bro, that made me so happy. Like for them to come up with a cure like that, right? I know that chickenpox is like a long-standing disease that's been happening for the longest time, but to have something that prevents it, that's amazing. Now we have a disease that's killed 300,000 Americans already. For you not to take the vaccine and for you to be skittish about a vaccine, dude, I don't know, dude. I have like mixed feelings about people who tell me that the vaccine is not effective. Like, did you take it?
They're rolling it out for the nurses first, people who work in the hospitals, first responders, nursing homes. Okay, so they haven't really rolled it out to the general public, and we just got our COVID test recently. I think, Thursday, and we were talking to the nurse or whatever. And they're saying that they're going to start rolling out Moderna soon.
Actually, I'm excited about the mRNA one.
Yeah, more than the Pfizer. And they actually praised Moderna's over Pfizer's because of the accuracy and the efficiency. Plus, just want to let the listeners and the viewers know that these doses, they come in 2 doses. Okay, I'm not sure if people have researched what the vaccine is, but when you get injected, you have to come back. Okay, you have to come back. I think 2-3 weeks later.
Is it 28 days?
I think so. Yeah. Yep. And you get the second dose right after. The second dose is like it's stronger.
Yeah, because they have to prepare your body for the second dose.
Exactly.
But please be forewarned, though, when you do take the vaccine and when you complete your round of vaccinations, right? Please still wear a mask. Like, don't be the butthole that doesn't wear a mask because you're vaccinated, right? I mean, please be aware that other people don't have the luxury of getting the vaccine like you do. I mean, if you're essential, please stay wearing a mask. You understand the need for wearing a mask, but for civilians, if you get the vaccine, keep that mask on because you don't know who has or who hasn't gotten vaccinated. It's not like we're walking around with "I've been vaccinated" stickers. It's not like we voted.
And hey, I'm not knock on wood. There's that COVID 19.5s coming right up. Who knows? Who knows if it's already in the U.S.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Surprised it's already here. Speaking of vaccines, did you know that Russia has a vaccine that's 120% accurate?
Yeah, it's called vodka. Kills all bacteria. Vodka does everything. Vodka does magic. Anyways, real quick. I don't know. I know we're changing the subject real quick. Menace to Society off of YouTube. Hey, so sorry that I don't want to say we forgot about you, but I wrote you down. I wrote down your question. I just want to let you know, to answer your question, there's no perfect answer for your question, okay? It really depends on your situation.
What's the question?
The question was, any tips or tricks on someone who's starting with small capital? Yeah, and basically he also mentioned, lay off the penny stocks, which is good. That's a good start. Don't try to gamble, what capital you have left or to start with penny stocks, and that's just like the wrong way of doing things. Might as well go to a casino and get a free drink. Okay.
True.
So my input on that one, this is just my opinion. Every individual is different. We all have, different starting capital. Doesn't matter if you worked hard for it or if it was given to you or you inherited it. Doesn't matter, right? So what you really want to focus on is just like blue chip stocks for now. So if you're young, I don't know how old you are, Menace Society. If you're younger, look at value or income stocks or growth stocks. Okay, you can easily Google that and give you an example. Look at the FANG stocks. Okay, those are the companies that are too big to fail. I mean, you can answer this question so many ways, but it really depends on your investing style. What you like in a company. If you don't like, not everyone likes Apple. So if you don't like Apple, go look at Microsoft or whatever, or look at Facebook or whatever. Again, it's really up to your preference, but I would stay away from penny stocks for now, obviously. And I would stay away from like small cap or unknown companies. Okay.
Agreed.
But again, since we're going to roll out the stocks for 2021 in this episode, this is actually a great episode to start with.
Yes, definitely. Just want to put my 2 cents into that question. Thank you, Menace Society, for asking that. I also want to encourage a lot of our listeners to, ask us questions because we'd love to answer them for you. We'd love to interact with you guys. One thing that I've noticed, I mean, I started with a very small cap.
Yeah.
When I started trading, right? I started with a very small cap. What I've learned is it's not the dollar amount of the stock that you're playing, right? It's the percentage gains, right? And that's a little hard to comprehend at first, because at first when I was like, when John started teaching me how to trade, I was always looking at like the cheapest stock available, right? Within the parameters, making sure that it is like a billion plus market cap, the volume is there. You look at the technical analysis, right? But I was always gravitated towards the cheap $10, $20, less than 10 type of shares, right? Just because I thought that there's going to be more bang for my buck. But what I was really needed to look at is the percentage gains that it has throughout the history of the stock being available. So you could start with $1,000, but you could make that grow. Like right now, like the full disclaimer, I opened a Webull account that I started with $100 just to do a test. This is my challenge for 2021. And right now it's up 100%.
Thank you, ET.
Yeah, thank you, Energy Transfer. But the way that I've learned how to trade and the way that my trading style is being applied to that small account so that I can potentially grow that more in the future. And I'm super excited about the progress of that, and I'll keep you guys updated as I go along. But 100% in 2 months' time, and actually in a month time, that's actually pretty good. So, we're going to wait until these investments in that portfolio bear fruit. But to answer your question, there is no right amount of capital to start. Just make sure that when you do, make sure that you're investing in companies that you do believe in, right? One thing that John told us, and we've said this already in the pod a while ago, is look around your room. Like, sit down, look around, look at the logos that you see, because every company has a logo, right? Mm-hmm. Write those down. Start doing your research on those logos to see if they are strong and reputable companies, because if you don't believe in it, you're not going to make any money off of it. You know what I mean? So you have to believe in the products that you yourself are investing in. Because if Joe Schmo comes to you and says, "Hey, look at this specific stock," right? And it's like, oh, it's like 0.0087 cents per share, right? And you're like, oh, that's pretty cheap. Aerotime, right? And it's pretty cheap. I'm gonna hop in all of that. What if it doesn't move? What if there's no volume? What if it doesn't have any type of news and it's stagnant for months? You're just sitting there. What if it gets delisted, right? Like, case in point, I don't know if we've said the story before. LTM. Have we talked about LTM before?
Oh, yeah.
We have, right? We've talked about LTM. So John and I got into this trade with LTM, right? It was an airline from Argentina, South American airline, right? Yeah. We're so excited because everything lined up. Up. We didn't look. We didn't do any of our research. We just looked at it and said, this is what we're going to play. This is the amount of shares that we're going to play with. And then it gets delisted the next day.
Yep.
Because we didn't do our work.
Yep.
So, as I said, do the work and you'll be fine. So again, thank you for the question, and all our listeners who have questions, bring them on because we'd love to answer them for you. Let's do some current events,
and then we'll look into
we'll look into 2021. And
I have an abbreviation for it too. You're gonna like it.
Okay. So a bit of current events. The Fed got hacked.
Yep, we already knew that. Yeah.
By nefarious agents. I'd like to say agents, but we don't know who.
KGB?
We don't want to, huh?
KGB.
I wasn't going to say the KGB. I don't want. It's either the KGB or the CPP. You know what I mean? But again, we don't know. They still have to do their due diligence in figuring out who it is. But whoever it is, I'm just going to say right now, it is in other administrations. And in other times, had this happened in like pre-2000, this is an act of war.
Oh yeah,
it is an act of war.
Bush would have lined up all the tanks already.
Already, he would have been. Bush would have tapped Cheney on the shoulder and said, "Hey Dick, there's WMDs in the internet." Like in the internet. There's WMDs in the internet. So this is mind-boggling to me that it's putting American lives in danger, right? It's putting American lives in danger, and it's putting our safety at risk by letting these agents mess with the Fed like that. We're already struggling as a country financially because as citizens, we're hurting, right? We're hurting. We need some type of stimulus. And I'm not going to stress this enough. Other countries get paid $7,200 a month per person. We got $1,200, and now they want to give us only $600. Come on. And now they're going to let the Fed get messed up, dude. I'm beyond pissed. But this is one way for us to get into potentially making some gains off of this scenario. What plays are you looking at for cybersecurity as well as like government data?
Shout out to Pelosi. Her calls printed for CrowdStrike.
Nancy's a stone cold killer. I'm telling you.
She knew something. She knew what's up, right? Like she had I think she had $1 million position on CrowdStrike. This was like 3 months ago, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, it's such a random stock, right? Like, all right, let's follow CrowdStrike, whatever.
We did.
Next thing you know, cyber attacks happen. Look what happened with CrowdStrike. It hit 200 something, all-time high.
So did.
Who would have knew, right? Who would
have thunk, dude? You know what I mean?
Bro, I just want to let you know, us retail traders, we get the crumbs.
We do.
We get the little bits and pieces, like leftovers.
Yeah, we do get the leftovers. These hedge fund managers are making a killing because they know more information than we do.
Yep.
But I mean, I'm just saying that they're more astute than we are.
Yeah.
They obviously they know something that we don't know. And for like, who would have thought to invest in CrowdStrike?
Cybersecurity.
Like, who would have thought to invest in Kodak?
Dude, cybersecurity.
Imagine Kodak comes out next week and is like, we have an algorithm to save.
Yep. Dude, Kodak is just one innovative company.
Kodak is an innovative company? I don't believe it.
You ready for the stock 2021?
Yes, let's do that.
Drum roll. So for the folks who are listening, viewers, I just want to let you know, thank you for hanging out with us for the past few months. We started this podcast back in August. No, this is not the end of Trading Daddies.
Oh, hell no.
We're just beginning. So I just want to let you know, for 2021, we are going to have a big year. I am starting a value account, a value growth account. And here are the top 8 stocks. I want you guys to pay attention. Top 8 stocks that I'm looking into, and I will getting into a position for each. Okay, so first one, a company that we've known already. It's actually in the Bay Area. They have a site in the Bay Area. LMT, Lockheed Martin. Okay. Mm-hmm. Lockheed Martin is a security and aerospace company. The company operates through 4 segments. Okay, one of them is aeronautics, control segments, mission systems, and space systems segments. Okay, fancy big words, but really they build fighter jets.
Yeah.
Okay.
They make go boom boom.
Yeah, they make a lot of things go boom. But that's not the best part right here. The best part is that it's a long hold stock. It pays almost 3% in annual dividends.
Oh,
okay. It's a 99 billion market cap, and the reason I picked LMT as one of my stocks for 2021 that has value and growth is because I think this whole cybersecurity fiasco is not going to end. It's not going to end in 2021. I think it's going to keep dragging on up until the next administration with Biden. I really do think this current administration is setting up the next administration to fail. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of traps that are being set right now, and this whole cybersecurity. I think we're not going into war. This is what I'm not saying we're going to war, right? What I'm trying to say is that more funds are going to military, aerospace, defense. Mm-hmm. Okay, so LMT is going to be one of them, and LMT's paid out dividends. Okay, they've grown their dividend payouts astronomically. Okay, and I think it's a small price to pay, but really LMT, it's small. It's a smaller company than Boeing currently.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Boeing's market cap is at 120 something billion.
I don't know if does Boeing do military contracts too? I'm not. I've never seen it. Okay, cool.
And aerospace as well. Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
So check out LMT. That's for sure going into my portfolio. Next one would be WMT, and we already know about Walmart because we did a segment on Walmart.
Real quick. So when you say that that they're setting him up to fail, do you think he's like leaving like little traps inside the White House, like Home Alone, like Home Alone, like Joe Biden opens up a cabinet and Trump goes wooga booga booga.
Yeah, like probably got thumbtacks in the bathroom or a whoopee cushion in the seat.
What up? Thumbtacks in the bathroom?
And a whoopee cushion in the Oval Office.
Thumbtacks in the bathroom.
My number 2 stock is Walmart. We already know about Walmart. We did a segment on this one in the previous episodes. As well as we all know, Walmart is a retail giant. Okay, they're everywhere. Okay, in different countries as well. Walmart is a 412 billion market cap retail giant. I mean It tried to put on a bid on TikTok because it wants to create an online presence. Okay. And however, watch out because Walmart's e-commerce is trying to compete with Amazon.
Yeah.
We already knew that. Okay. So they launched their subscription-based e-commerce platform this year, and they're only getting started. And on top of that, Walmart is testing out an autonomous delivery truck platform as well. So right now they're in testing mode. They might roll that out in the future, probably in 2021. So delivery trucks will be handling their own deliveries without the drivers themselves. I mean, which sucks because that's cutting out jobs, but at the same time, it's saving the company money. And as investors, that's what we kind of look for. It's kind of shady.
No, yeah,
it's kind of shady. But
one thing to note about Walmart, though, they did announce that they're going to start selling products through TikTok through influencers. So that's under the way.
Yeah. So it's trying to take market share from Amazon. Okay. And also let's not forget Walmart owns Sam's Club.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It also operates Sam's Club and operates 11,600 units in 28 countries. Okay. Currently, Walmart pays 1.48% in annual dividends. So it's a long hold. It's a growth plus an income stock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and if you just look at Walmart's 5-year chart, it's not a moonshot, but it's slowly it's gradual.
I had a dream the other day. I had a dream the other day that Amazon bought Costco.
Possible.
That was a weird dream.
I think Google's going to buy out Target. Anyways, my next stock would be CRM, Salesforce. All right, Salesforce had a great year. Okay, they went shopping. They bought Slack, ticker symbol WORK, which we played WORK, paid us out. Salesforce has a market cap of $208 billion. This San Francisco tech giant, just acquired work recently, I think a month ago, to be able to compete with Microsoft Teams. Mm-hmm. Okay, so for the folks who are working from home, you guys are familiar with Teams. I think, do you use Teams?
I use Teams, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And I think next year is the year for CRM, just in my honest opinion. Mm-hmm. This cloud enterprise focuses on customer relationship management. And I've used Salesforce before. It's amazing. It has everything. Mm-hmm. If you're in sales, use Salesforce.
Yep.
Okay, because in my opinion, work from home is here to stay.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, and CRM will just benefit, 2021.
We have you with another Rona strain.
Yeah. Who knows? I mean, this whole lockdown can last until next year, December. Who knows?
Yeah.
The software platform offers customer service. For the folks who don't know what Salesforce is currently still, they offer customer service, support, market automation, commerce management, and more. So, for example, I want to give you guys an example. Tesla is one of their biggest clients.
Yeah.
So if you guys are Tesla fans, look into CRM as well. I think CRM will have a breakout next year.
And they're also included in the Dow Jones. So they are part of the 30 most reputable companies in the United States. So if you're included in the Dow Jones, that's crazy.
The power of the internet would just keep growing from here. The next one I'm going to look into, okay, what I'm going to put my money on, Costco, COST, okay. And I was just at Costco 2 days ago, spent $400 for, I don't even know what I spent on. As well, we all know, Costco is a consumer staple giant. So why do people go to Costco? It's because it's clean, it's nice, they have nice prices, they offer everything from travel to toilet paper, to pepperoni pizza. Like Costco pretty much has everything. They sell cars, okay, they sell insurance, they sell tiles, bathroom renovations. Gosh, I was looking at lobsters at Costco. Jesus. So what separates Costco from other retail giants is the loyal customer base, it has, and the legendary customer service it provides. Like, you can return anything at Costco and they'll take it.
They do.
They'll take it back.
I think I told this story before at Costco. Somebody tried to return a 2-year-old cast iron skillet used. You could tell that it's seasoned. They tried to return it. There was some grease stains on that thing because I was right behind the dude. I was right behind him and he was holding it like it was just right here, like he was about to hit somebody with it. And then they took it. They gave him store credit for something used for 2 years.
I just feel bad for, the folks who are working behind a counter and they know people are bullshitting them, right?
Yeah.
Like, come on now, dude. Like, it's used. Obviously, it's overly used. You know what? I'm still going to give you credit.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, So Costco, they have the prices are relatively competitive. They pretty much offer everything nowadays. The company has a market cap of 162 billion and pays 0.76% in annual dividends, so less than 1%. So the reason I'm picking Costco is because once that's my keyword, once the stimulus drops, it all goes back to retail.
Stimulate me.
Exactly. It stimulates the economy. So what's the economy? Companies. Okay. Companies making money. We're all happy. Investors get paid, blah, blah, blah. We covered a segment on Costco, and recently investors got paid a $10 share special dividend. And I think we did this 2-3 weeks ago. No, not, I think 3 weeks ago, I think. The next one I'm going to put my money into is HD. What's
Home
HD?
Depot.
Home Depot. And I was just at Home Depot not too long time. I think last week I bought some stuff for the office. I love going to Home Depot. I'm team Home Depot over Lowe's. And here's why. Okay, Home Depot actually is, I think they're twice as big as Lowe's. 2 times or 3 times, I'm not sure. And they have a healthy annual dividend. Okay, so Home Depot, why do we have a home improvement store on the list? It's pretty much simple. There aren't enough houses being built. And that's a fact. Okay, there are more demand than supply. That's why we've seen a jump in home prices, and the so-called housing crash that people have been calling out is not going to happen. Because rates are super low. People are actually collecting houses for investments and rentals. The Bay Area alone, we saw a jump in housing, not in the city, but in the suburbs.
A huge.
Okay. I don't see it. So, the rates are historically low right now, and it will just create a buyer's influx, in my opinion. Okay. Plus lending right now, they're more stricter than ever this time versus a decade ago when the housing crashed. This specialty retail had a run from its March lows, and I think the second stimulus wave will only benefit this giant. Okay, when everyone was staying at home, Home Depot crushed earnings because they were putting out segments saying that since people are staying at home, they're doing more home improvements, which is true. Because if you're in your house, 7 days a week, you're just looking at every nickel and dime, and you're like, wow, that wall needs some life. I'm gonna paint that wall. Wow, that bathroom, that toilet looks dirty, so I'm gonna buy $100 toilet, a new toilet, whatever.
Yeah. So one time I was like, you know what? This house needs extra security. So I went to homedepot.com and I bought myself a hatchet so that I could put it under my bed just in case something happens.
Wow, we live in the 18th century.
Yeah.
Okay.
And curbside. I got it curbside, which is nice because I just drove up, they delivered it in my car, and that's it.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. All right. I didn't know they sold hatchets. Okay.
Yeah,
Home Depot currently has a 291 billion market cap. It's huge. It's bigger than AT&T. It's currently bigger than Salesforce, and it pays 2.22% annually in dividends. So you have value and you have income with this stock. My next one would be Microsoft, MSFT. Everyone knows about Microsoft. I don't think I have to explain about Microsoft. This giant speaks for itself. Okay, why did I choose this over Apple? There's nothing wrong with having both. Great. If you want to do both, great. But I think Microsoft will benefit more because it's actually a cloud giant. Not everyone knows Microsoft offers, cloud enterprise.
We do.
Okay. Yeah. When people think about Microsoft, they only think about, their laptops, their computers, and Xbox.
And Windows and Xbox, that's it.
That's it, right? They don't know that a lot of folks use Microsoft Teams. Like, for example, you. Microsoft Teams saw a huge influx and it skyrocketed this year, and I think it will continue its momentum next year because of this pandemic with COVID 19.5 Pro S. Also,
they announced that they're going to start making their own chips.
Yep. So that's why we saw Intel drop. Man, Intel is just not getting a break at all. They can't catch a break this year. Every time you see their stock go up, it just bad news. It just keeps coming down. So, but I mean, Intel still pays nice dividends. So, Microsoft also had a recent $256 upgrade. And also like what you mentioned, it's creating its own chip in-house, ditching Intel. New Xbox sales will carry fourth quarter sales and so forth. Okay,
that new Xbox is nice.
Yeah, well, I'm still waiting for my PS5. This giant has a market cap of 1.6 trillion, and it pays 1.02 annual dividends. So there's still growth in Microsoft, obviously, and then plus on top of that, there's income coming in. So if you're just holding on to it, I do see Microsoft hitting at least 260 by easily. By next year, and plus you're getting paid that 1%, which is not bad. My next one, which is it created a cult, okay, I would say Palantir.
Woohoo!
PLTR, a Peter Thiel company. Palantir, we spoke about this, bro. You broke it down, I think 2 episodes ago. I think. Yeah. They build software platforms for companies. Okay, here's the best part. They have 2 segments. One is Foundry and one is Gotham. And I think you broke that down too. And I'm just going to keep it simple right here. Gotham is a platform for analysts at defense and intelligence agencies. What did I just say? Intelligence agencies. So since we're all in this, fiasco with this cyber attacks and blah, blah, blah with China, Russia, Palantir probably already knew that this was going to happen. They just know, AI is just a powerful thing. Foundry, okay, creates a central operating system for companies, for big companies, okay. Palantir, I think, for example, Shopify uses Palantir, okay. It helps them integrate.
Ferrari.
Yeah, Ferrari. It basically, it gives them that efficiency, okay. It helps them integrate and analyze the data. And currently, Palantir is the market cap for Palantir is at 48 billion. And I think that's small. And I think 48 billion is nothing. And the volume it trades, it's like hitting 60 million, 70 million shares a day. That's crazy.
And people are just undecided as to what it actually does, right?
Yeah.
Palantir in the future, we've already we didn't announce this though, but Palantir has a software demo day in January.
Oh yeah, that's right. Just like a battery day.
Yeah, it's like battery day for them, right? But if you're like me and you totally believe in Palantir, I still do believe that it's undervalued.
Oh yeah, way
undervalued.
So I do have a nice position in Palantir. I have lead calls on it. My last 2021 stock is Disney. Okay, we already spoke about Disney in our last segment. What the company is about, what the company does. I'm just gonna say it again. Disney right now, their cruise lines, their hotels, their parks. Yes, they are taking a nap right now. Okay, but think about this: 86 million subscribers for Disney Plus is unheard of because it took Netflix years. We're talking about years, like 4 or 5 years, I think, to get to 86 million, to get to 100 million.
It took Netflix to pivot from delivering you movies to streaming to get there.
Yeah, and it took Disney only 1 year.
Yeah.
After announcing it last year in, I think, December or January or whatever. But anyways, so going back to Disney, Disney itself, just remember when the parks and the cruise lines and the hotels reopen up, that's it. They're just gonna keep running.
True.
For them to hit all-time highs at a pandemic where majority of their businesses are closed is unheard of.
Crazy.
Again. So people are betting on the future. They're not betting on what's happening right now. They're betting on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And on top of that, remember Disney Plus. They're gonna raise the price by $1 in March.
Worth it.
That alone is buy the rumor, sell the news. But it's really not a rumor. It's the news that you're selling.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Bonus is Peloton and Zoom. Peloton and Zoom for 2021, I think, still is a viable trade. In my opinion, we're more Rona cases.
My my abbreviation for my stocks, my 8 stocks for 2021 is DTR.
DTR. Explain yourself.
Down to ride.
Down to ride.
Anyways, no. DTR means defense, technology, and retail.
The 3 main sectors that you really need to pay attention to, especially no matter what happens, right? Because this is a 3-pronged approach that we're going after, right? We could go one way where it's defense heavy, tech easy for sure, because tech could always pivot to defense, and retail can definitely pivot to all these 3. So those 3 things are those 3 segments of the economy, I think, are very key to having a very balanced portfolio for the next year.
And I did some, I did some research. I mean, in my opinion, they're well diversified. I'm not heavily focused on tech, again, like what you mentioned, retail giants like Walmart is into tech as well. Mm-hmm. Okay, they're not just, retail. A little disclaimer, yes, I'm going to do an update on this portfolio, how it's doing every single month. Okay. So I'm going to put that up on either, I don't know, YouTube or Instagram. So just keep an eye on that and see how 2021 will unfold. Okay.
Yeah, we'll definitely see. And we're going to be here with you guys for the ride. I mean, we're not going to stop doing what we do.
We're not going anywhere until, we get that $1 million check from
DraftKings. If DraftKings ever says, "Hey guys, we want you guys to be part of the DraftKings family," I'm sorry, y'all, but we're gonna sell out. We're gonna sell out hard.
If DraftKings calls me, I'll be like, "All right, guys, I'm taking all you degens with me."
All we're gonna do are YOLO plays all day. Yeah, dude, thank you for giving us an insight into what you're looking at for 2021. I think it's very valuable. It gives us an idea as to what we can look forward to for next year, especially when we're coming up on more uncertainty. So please be aware of what's going on in the news. Please be aware of what plays. I mean, what viable plays there are. And let's make sure that we make wiser decisions coming into next year, which we'll actually talk about next weekend. Next weekend is going to be a very awesome episode. Next weekend is going to be our
roundtable,
our New Year's traders resolutions, right? And we're going to try to have 2 guests. We're going to try to get 2 guests for you guys. Secret guests, because we'd love to have a traders roundtable for the last episode of the year. It's going to be very interesting, very awesome, and we're hoping to have you guys listen to that one. But before we go, what are your trades for the next coming 2 days?
I'm going to keep an eye. Obviously, I'm going to keep an eye on Tesla. I'm going to continue to trade Tesla. Probably forever. Fastly, Palantir, and Asan. Those are my longer swings. So. I mean, that's pretty much it.
Nice. Me on my end, Palantir forever. Walmart, I'm still in Walmart. We're still NEO. I'm going to be watching NEO for the next few days, seeing where this news kind of brings us. If I see NEO trading sideways or even trading down pre-market tomorrow, I am letting those go. So that I could find a new entry point when it hits a new bottom, obviously. But other than that, what else am I doing here? I guess that's it. My covered calls are kind of printing right now. So as long as Palantir trades a little sideways, but I might let those go, seeing as we might see a nice pop in the next few days because of the cyber defense thing. But with that being said,
that's it.
We are extending the contest. Not a whole lot of people join the contest, so we are extending that contest. Remember, you guys get a very solid prize for joining the contest. We'll post that back on the Instagram today. What else are we doing here? If you have any questions or concerns, put them down on the YouTube section below. Send us a DM on Instagram, me at Trading Poppy. John C trades for John at Trading Daddies. If you guys want to address both of us, sometimes somebody will send us a message on Instagram and we'll both respond, which is a very funny situation sometimes.
Yeah.
So please interact. We'd love to interact back. We give you guys our most honest opinion each and every time we do have those interactions. TradingDaddies.com for all your news, new episodes, merch. We are still running that discount for you guys. Code FlimFlam for 10% off your purchases on TradingDaddies.com. With that being said, let's get trading.
Yeah.